It has been said many times by many different people that the kingdom of God is within. This has become such a common saying that people may not realize the implications. And there are a few things that really need to be said about this that is not always said. Now, of course, one of the points is that if you believe the kingdom of God, or that the divine or God is within, then it would also make logic to believe that hell is within, your own personal hell perhaps that you create, and that which you call the boogeyman is also within, because these are parts of you. The divine is the positive upper essence of the self, and, well, that which you think of as evil is also within the self, is the self. How do you make these two things compatible? Well, quite simply, you are positive and negative. You are neutral, perhaps, but the positive and the negative depend on the balance. When you are in balance, when you are aligned, you are positive. When you are out of balance, when you are misaligned, you become negative. So you are your own heaven and your own hell. You are the divine, but just as much so in some respects, you are that which some of you would call the devil. Now, understand that when we talk about this, there are so many parables and fables when it is said the divine is hidden, God is hidden within. Well, these are stories to communicate. That does not mean that there is a little person hiding within you. And it also doesn't mean that when the gods were talking, they were wanting to hide something from mankind. This is a way of communicating where the divine is. But you must also realize that these things are communicated according to the consciousness of the people that are spoken to and what they can actually understand at the time. It has been said by us that because you think God is far away, God is distant, but God is as close as the faintest whisper. Yet, what is this? Is this not also a mythological story? And we tell you this and say you prayed and God finally came. And you said, God, what took you so long? And God answers, oh, you thought I was so far away, so I had to travel so far when I was just a whisper's distance away from you? You see, this is a way of teaching, of communicating. It is not telling you what you call God or what God is or if there is a God. We are speaking about how you access that which you would consider divine. Now, there is a little bit more to it than what most people would want to think, because most people would say, you know, God is far away, or the kingdom of God is far away, or the kingdom of God is within, or God is within. But see, one of the reasons this is so truly hidden from people is because this is a way of telling them that they need to accept responsibility. People don't want to accept responsibility for creating their own lives. People would rather that responsibility be put off on a god or a boogeyman. But it is truly you that creates your life. And see, when you tell these stories allow people to accept that they have divinity within, but they don't quite force people to recognize that divinity as the self. And the truth of the matter is, it's because people don't want to accept responsibility for their lives. This is why they are unwilling to look within, and this is why they're unwilling to find the divine within. It is so much easier to just blame God or blame a devil or blame a boogeyman for what's happening in your life. But we would tell you the occult is not hidden. The divine is not hidden. You are simply afraid to look inside of yourself.